We're live, folks.
We're live. We're live.
Okay, so you have to remember that I cannot hear myself. So if I'm like super duper loud, not my fault.
Okay. And I'm hoping that we're not echoing back on the main on the YouTube because I am not getting you through my ears. I am only getting you through my speaker.
Oh, interesting.
So
I think it's fine.
I
I
need
can't hear you. I can hear you, but I can't hear myself. So I think it's fine.
Okay. So well that's good because you'd probably be hearing it through my microphone if you could hear.
Yeah, I think so.
So anyway. All right. Well, let's start, I guess.
Let's do this thing.
We do the music first, right? Oh
Sure.
no,
It's
not my megaphone.
oh gosh, I don't like
No,
that.
I don't want that. That's
Let's
wrong.
not be a megaphone, please.
Let's not be a megaphone.
We have one person joining us. Hello, person. I don't know who it is. It might be me, actually. Hold up. Actually, I'm going to share it real quick on Facebook while we're back to baguettes. Oh, that's funny. You're so funny.
I am. Did I get rid of my microphone sound?
Yes.
My megaphone sound? Okay, good.
Yes.
And
Paste.
error making local recording. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What?
Not making a local recording. Okay. Well, we can edit the other thing if I need to. All right. So we're going to play the music here.
Okay.
Wait, what was that? Did it start
Are we done?
Would you like start in the middle? Hold on a second. Let's try it. Take two. Welcome to Take It Down a Notch with Rob.
And Lynzee.
Look at you. All French.
We're back.
Yeah.
Look at this. We're back in the with the what?
Or we're not back. One of the two. Maybe you're away.
I'm away.
We took a little hiatus.
We're away.
Took a little hiatus. You were ready to do the podcast on Tuesday. I was not.
That is true. I was like, okay, I'm ready. Let's do it. I'm there. And then I was ready for like Wednesday and Thursday. And just to do like a late one if we wanted to. But you kind of had a week last week when it came to work.
I did have a week. Yeah.
And like a weekend too. Yeah, you wanted to go away for the weekend, and that didn't go well.
Yeah. Well, no, it went well. It just was a lot going on. You leaving, calling every 2.5 minutes, freaking out.
I was freaking out. I was freaking out real bad. There was multiple breakdowns. So basically what happened is that mom and dad went away, left me alone. No, it was by choice. So the parents went to Olympia with the grandparents to visit. And okay, I think I'm hearing that echo now.
You are?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm going to let you figure that out. I'm going to keep chatting away. Is that okay? Or do you want me to stop? Okay. So they went away, and I decided that it might be a good time, as well as it was a really good time. Flight prices on like Sunday morning were really cheap for some reason. And so I decided to leave while your, Dwayne is here, and he wants you to turn up your volume. Hello, Dwayne. Thank you for the audio tip. We're struggling. This is a whole new setup for us, so we have to adjust to it.
There we go. Was it
Is
your
that I think
volume
that's
or
better.
my volume?
Your volume.
Ah,
No, that sounds better.
there we go. I turned it up. Not
Yeah,
sure.
I think
I
that's
got to
better.
figure out. I don't know with this setup how to turn up your volume.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
I'll just lean in closer to the mic. I'm really loud normally, so I think I'm fine.
oh, I hear. Let me let me try something. Let me try something real quick.
Go for
No, you keep talking.
it. Okay, so the parents were away, and I decided that would be a good time to leave. And it was a little bit more of a struggle than I realized. I should have known that it was going to be a little bit more difficult. I kind of forgot that I can get pretty stressed out before these big moves and just overthink everything. I ended up with, I thought would have enough time to pack and be kind of ahead of schedule and just be able to relax on Saturday and hang out with friends. And then on Thursday, I got pretty sick and spent most of the day in bed. And that really put me behind, as well as I felt like I had so much to do, so much packing to do, so much cleaning I wanted to get done just to feel like I could wrap everything up in the US. And I had a lot of little errands and just things like that were taking up a lot of time. And so I was really behind on schedule. And then there was a whole thing that happened like with my bank account. Oh, and then I figured out I had kind of a complicated flight this time. I was going from Seattle to Chicago, having a 3.5 layover in Chicago, then going from Chicago to um, Paris, having a 5 hour layover in Paris, but also having to completely check out and go through customs and everything, and then go and recheck in all of my luggage and have like recheck in and do my just everything. Go back through security in Paris. Paris security is really difficult, in my opinion, as well. So there's that, and then get back to my gate and then sit there and wait. So it was a long layover, but every bit of it was needed. And then I flew from Paris to Nantes, which is like an hour flight. It can be up to 2 hours depending on the way they go, but this time it was like just under an hour. Super quick flight. Um, so, anyways, I was really stressed about the flights. And then I realized that my flight from Paris to Nantes never got fully booked. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Luckily, I figured it out and I was able to book it, and it wasn't that much more expensive. But that was really stressful. And then I figured out that like my Costco membership got renewed and it should not have been renewed. And a few other things like edge. And oh, and like Henry was limping really bad, and it was like a lot worse than like usual when he pulls a muscle. And I was feeling emotional about leaving the dogs as it was, but then I'm leaving him hurt. And it just, I totally like forgot to eat that whole day. Like Saturday was just kind of a mess. And I like in the morning I went to work out and I just wasn't even like in my workout. Like I was just there's so many things in my mind. I had so much to do. And I got home and I was like, okay, I just need to get everything done. I repacked like 1,500 times, couldn't get my luggage underweight, all these things. It just was such a stressful day. Could not a whole day. And so I'm like calling mom. I'm like stressed talking to mom. Apparently, she told dad that I was stressing out. She told Robbie to come over and check on me. So he came over and like helped me put stuff in the attic. Cause I had like, that's the other thing is I had
It
like
was nice
so many
Robbie
boxes
came
to go up
through
in the
for
attic,
you.
dad. It's so nice that Robbie came and he checked on me, helped me, because I would have like broken my back trying to do that on my own. Because I would have felt horrible just leaving boxes in mom's office. Because it wasn't like it was like 3 boxes. I think I had like 10 to 12 boxes that I was putting back into the attic. It was a lot. It was too much. I underestimated how much I had like moved into the apartment. Um, and it was a lot. So I was a little stressed out. I'm fine now.
So you had
So
Katie came over too and
yeah,
helped
so
you out and calmed
I
you
felt
down.
really yeah, I felt really bad because I had a friend's birthday party I was so looking forward to, and it was about like 4 o'clock, and I was or like 3 o'clock or something, and I was gonna want to leave at like 4:30, and I was like, "There's just no way. I haven't even finished packing yet, let alone like moving out of the apartment." Like I am so behind, even though I was like working so hard up to this point. It's not like I was like procrastinating it. I just there was so much to do. And so I ended up having to cancel on going to that birthday party, which really sad, but also I think it was good because I don't think I would have been able to like sit still and have fun at the party. I think I would have maybe brought it down for other people and ended up leaving early anyways, just because I would have been stressed out. And then I called Katie, my best friend, who's coming here in like 3 weeks. Super excited. I called her because I kind of had her on speed dial that day of like, she was going to come over earlier and we were going to hang out. And that didn't work out because I was still packing. And then I asked her, I was like, hey, if you want, you can come over like anytime this evening while I just finish up all these like little things I have to do and finish packing and everything. I'm like, going crazy over here. If you want to just come over and hang out while I'm trying to be productive. Um, and she did. So that was super nice. She kind of had to babysit me for like 12 hours, is really what happened. As I'm like running around being like, oh, I need to like deposit these checks before I leave. Oh, I need to like, it's just like all these like little chores as well as like all the packing and stuff. Um, so she just hung out with me and then tried to help me relax so that I'd actually go to bed. And that was good. It was nice to have somebody else there. And we ended up having a fun night.
Yeah,
And we didn't go to bed too late. I think we went to bed at like 11.
no, it's not too bad.
So, no, not at all. So, yeah, it was good. It was good.
And you got to go to the new IHOP in Monroe.
Yeah, I
First,
couldn't eat a thing. I was
first
like
league,
gonna puke.
first league to go to the IHOP.
Yes, we used to have a Denny's. It got replaced by an IHOP. It's very nice. It's very fancy.
Did you hear? Wait,
Um,
wait, 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 wait! Breaking news. Do you know the breaking news? The coffee
about the
news?
bikini barista place?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like the one who told you.
Oh, mom
I think
told me.
so.
Mom told
Oh,
me.
okay. I told you. Yeah, it's huge. So the bikini barista place, which we have talked about on this podcast, when it moved closer to our house, has gotten bought out by a family, and they're going to turn it into a family-friendly coffee place, which is
It's
huge because
white.
we've always wanted a coffee place there.
It's white now.
Is it white? Big things. I saw them working on it like the next day after the Facebook post.
Yeah, it's
It's
all
pretty
white,
cool.
and they had the. It was not open for business, but open when I came home last night. It was like the, you could see in the windows and stuff.
Cool.
And there was coffee syrups and stuff you could see in the windows, but it was not open. It might have been open earlier in the day. I was late
Kind of wonder, I bet it'll open up quick. And I think people are going to like heavily support it. And the rumor is that there's going to be a church built across the street.
Yeah, that church won't be done for 5 years.
Years. Yeah. Because there's like nothing there. There's a house.
The house. I mean, you got it.
That's
It's
it.
if they're build a big building, it's going to take
So
a
long.
year, 2 years to get the plans approved. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and then
It'll be interesting though.
2 years to build it. So yeah,
Yeah.
5 years, probably 5 years. So, but that'd be interesting. Kind of sad because it's kind of a farm place.
Yeah.
But I mean, better than another pot shop, I guess. So
Yeah. I hope that the church has cows.
the church. I don't think the church will have cows.
I don't see why not.
Yeah. Well, keep the grass mowed, I guess. Keep the grass mowed. But yeah, so it's kind of cool that that's up and it might be open by the weekend. Who knows?
Yeah. That'd be
So
crazy. You'll have to go get coffee and let me know how it is.
you got on the plane. You had to do all the stuff, and but everything went smoothly.
Surprisingly, it did. Like everything seemed like it was going to go wrong, if that makes sense. And it was with the two layovers, it could have gone so wrong. But I didn't have a delayed flight until my last one. It was delayed. The last one was delayed because of weather. And it only ended up landing like 10 minutes after we were supposed to land because the flight was actually quicker. But it was delayed boarding like 30 minutes. So we ended up boarding quicker and everything than expected, I think. Um, and then, but I got aisle seat for the two first flights. The second flight, the longest one, the one that was like 8, 9 hours, it was we didn't have a middle seat. The last flight, I was supposed to be middle seat, but the person for the window seat wasn't there, so I sat in the window seat. So seat wise, check, check, check.
Mhm.
Great, very comfortable. Um, then for the layovers, all went really well. Even for the Paris one, which was really complicated, the flight attendant who was helping me check in my bags, super complicated because you had to do it all by yourself on a machine and then like check it in and like have it go up the thing by yourself. But there were a few people milling about to like help. But I was about, I don't know, at least 15 hours, probably more, like probably like 17 hours into traveling at this point. Probably like 20 hours of being awake or probably more. Like I was pretty tired at this point. And I'm just like, huh? What? What's a machine? Like I just couldn't do anything. And trying to speak like Franglish with all these flight attendants. And so they were very patient with me and helped me out. They also checked one of my carry-ons for free, which I didn't realize, but Air France has like changed their policy with bags, I guess, or something. And so they had to like weigh and put everything like before you went in through security, you weighed every single one of your bags that you had on you. And it was a whole
Oh,
thing. And it was like the shame line of security of people who had like two carry on bags with them. And mine fit, which was surprising.
wow.
I was so worried about bags this whole trip because my carry ons were super heavy. The carry on, my personal item, was a duffel bag that had approximately 8 books in it and a ton of other stuff. So it was heavy. Um, I also had toiletries in there, and in the Paris airport, you have to put them in a plastic bag when you go through security. I forgot to do that because I was like, I don't have any liquids in my bag. Totally forgot I had like a ton of mini toiletries so I could like freshen up at the airport. And I got somewhat in trouble, but I just really was really, really sweet and apologized. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I forgot that was in there, like over and over and over again as they pulled out like each thing. I was like, I'm so sorry. I've been traveling all day. Like, I am so tired. I had no idea. I totally forgot. Um, but yeah, they checked my carry on for free, which was really nice. Um, Everybody was really nice and pleasant, helped me along this journey, and it was
Nice.
okay. Could have gone so wrong in so many different ways. Like my visa, I was worried about like going in, and I was worried they were going to ask me a ton of questions. They didn't even look at my visa. They just stamped my passport. They didn't even look at it. They didn't ask me any questions. I didn't even say, she was on the phone with somebody. I didn't even like say, I said bonjour and then I said goodbye. And that was it. I think I said sorry because my passport was like stuck in my pocket because I had all these bags I was carrying. Like literally nothing, no words, no words. So, yeah, for how crazy of a day it was actually really easy. Um, and yeah, I survived. So, I got to France. It was about 6:30 p.m. here on Monday. I left the house around 6:30 a.m. on Sunday. Um, so yeah, I traveled for over 24 hours technically, I think. But I survived. What are you doing?
Well, they they couldn't see that, but I was cleaning off the lens because it's like
Oh, was it a little smudgy?
a little smudgy. So,
I see.
but now you were the only one on camera, so nobody would have seen that.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
no.
I can't see that.
Uh,
I feel like I'm having like a one-person conversation.
I'm back. I'm
You're
back.
back.
No,
So, how was your week? The first week without Lynzee?
a little
Terrible,
weird.
I would assume.
It was horrible, horrible. The dogs have all died because nobody's fed them in a week. They're gone.
I
They're
know
just
that's not true because mom showed me
mostly just one.
pictures and videos of them last night.
Yeah. So we have feed the dogs. Yeah. I don't know. It's a little rough. Yeah. Last week,
Feeding the dogs
I
so
did not
hard.
I did not have a lot of time to think about you not being here last week. It was go 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 all week.
Good.
So it
Busy man.
yeah. So one of the properties I work with on Friday sprung a leak in a 4-inch pipe, which is a good sized pipe. Not a huge leak, but hard to fix. So uh, got the got the plumbers all set up. They couldn't do it till Tuesday. When they did it on Tuesday, it caused a whole bunch of other leaks. So my 2 hours of being
Lovely.
at the property turned into two people all day on Tuesday, and then two people half the day on Wednesday. So
Wow.
it was kind of messed up my week a little bit. So,
A little
but
bit.
so, but we got through it, and every everybody is dry and
Good.
happy. Well, I don't know if they're happy, but everybody's dry. We'll see. But so yeah, so it turned out to be a lot of running around.
Right.
So yeah, so that's why I couldn't. Tuesday morning, I had to go meet plumbers when we would have done podcast if I would have known Lynzee ready, or it, I would have. Wouldn't have been able to do it anyway because I had to be meeting plumbers, and then Wednesday I had to go meet the plumbers again. So it was
Fun.
at 6 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, it's just long weeks, a long week.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a little strange in the house, not having the Lynzee around. The so, but we got lots done this weekend and got things outside cleaned up and but
Yeah, I heard that there's possibly a remodel coming up.
I don't know. Constantly, constantly, yeah. We're I don't know. I don't know. I really don't
We'll
know.
see.
We'll see.
We'll see what
So
happens.
so tell me. So did Hugo pick you up from the airport, or did you train or bus home?
Hugo picked me up from the airport
Wow,
in his work van.
nice.
He came like directly from work. Picked me up flowers, which was
Oh,
nice.
oh,
Um, yeah, I got there in the evening, so like we got home. He made dinner, and then I like crashed.
I bet.
I was like, "Do you want to go on a walk after dinner?" He's like, "Yeah, that sounds great." And then like I finished eating. I was like, "So I'm gonna go to bed." I don't think I'm going on a walk. I'm tired. I like got home and immediately was like, "I'm in a shower now, and please start making dinner because I'm hungry."
Aren't you
So
glad to have a wife again? Oh my gosh.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So, and he's worked all week. And we had a fun weekend. We went to the beach. We were going to do like a really chill weekend. And then we decided, because the weather's been really good here, that I was like, oh, we should go to the beach this weekend. And so we did. We went to the beach and he had the idea. I know it sounds like a Lynzee idea. It was not a Lynzee idea, it was a Hugo idea. He had the idea of waking up at like 4 a.m. and driving to the beach in the dark so we could watch the sunrise at the beach, which was quite fun. And then we went to the town where we actually first met because it was really near to the beach that we were planning on going to. And we hung out there. And then we came back. And then on Sunday, we went to both of the churches that we go to here. And that was really fun.
So
Fun to
so
see everybody again.
what beach? What beach did you go to?
I think it's called La Dame or La Dame's Beach.
The Dams Beach. So
Um,
this is on the Atlantic Ocean, or
yes,
yeah.
that would be geography. I don't know. Somebody asked me at one of the churches we go to, he's from Nigeria. And he asked me, he's like, you should guess where I'm from. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. And just because I was like, I don't know. And I forget that, like, in France specifically, like, but like outside of America, people don't get as offended, so there's that too. I'm gonna have to get used to that a little bit. And you speak a lot more blunt here and stuff, and that's okay. And so he's like, well, just start naming African countries. And I just like pulled the blank. And I was like, dude, I'm American. I don't know other countries except for America. I'm American. All the stereotypes are true. And over here, Hugo, who like one of his favorite apps to play on his phone is like matching like the shape of a country to the country and like the flag to the country. And like he knows like every tiny little country there is in the world. And I'm like, I know we have Canada and Mexico.
I've been to France. That's a
And he's like,
place.
oh, that's cool. He's like, well, do you know, like, what about South America? And I was like, I used to. He's like, and I was like, so really, it's just a me problem. It's not all of America. It's just mainly a me problem. I'm not very good at geography. Um, sorry. And yeah, but we had a fun time. Um, I don't remember what I was
You
saying.
should have
Yeah,
said. You should
geography.
have
It's
said,
hard.
"Oh, Nigeria, your prince emails me every month."
That would have been funny. I should have said that.
You probably wouldn't have got it, but
Probably
it.
not, but Hugo would have.
Wow, I've got like a major glare off my forehead.
Wow, you're just angeling right now.
There we go. A little less of that. The chrome dome there is a little.
Okay, so I found out a new fun French phrase that I want to share. I'm going to make sure I
Okay.
say it right. 1 second. Um, un ange passé, or wow, great pronunciation in French. Un ange passé means that because awkward doesn't really exist. The word awkward in French doesn't really exist. The word that they use for awkward is
Mhm.
gêner, which means bothersome. So awkward actually is bothersome. That's the word they use here.
Mm.
And so, but when like,
No wonder why they have our trouble with Americans, because we're
right,
awkward, but they think we're bothersome.
right, exactly, exactly. And like, I
Oh,
think
I'm
it's
in
interesting
trouble.
because it's all like a mindset thing. Oh, I'll get into that in a minute. Okay, so the phrase is like an angel is passing, because when there's like a silent moment where nobody's talking, there must be an angel passing because everyone's memorized and isn't speaking. Isn't that just like
An angel is
what?
passing.
No, obviously not. Um, anyways, what I was saying is that like it's totally in my current opinion is that like something a big part of like anxiety, awkwardness, embarrassment, especially awkwardness and embarrassment is a lot of it's like mindset.
Mhm.
So there was a podcast I was listening to that was talking about someone they know from Germany, and they were saying that in Germany, like because they came here and there's not as much talk of, and I have no idea if this is true, but there's not as much talk about anxiety, and there's not all this drama that happens in friend groups and like all this, and that it's this like frame of mind that Americans and other countries have, um, that we get into. And like another podcast I was listening to, and I really like this idea because I feel embarrassed and awkward, social anxiety all the time. I'm constantly worried about what other people think. And it's something I've always struggled with. Um, and so I really like the whole idea of like, it's not embarrassing unless you think it's embarrassing, of like, it's all a mindset. So if you like trip and fall in front of like, let's say it's middle school, you like trip and fall in front of your crush. Okay, but that's only embarrassing if you decide it's embarrassing, because the feeling of embarrassment is only a feeling you feel. Like the
Right.
feeling of like being, you could be bullied for that moment, and then that's like shame or, that kind of thing. That's a different feeling. But the feeling of like, oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing is something like that you put on yourself.
Yeah.
And so trying to get out of that mindset of like, oh, it's not, but it's not embarrassing. It's just a moment that was had, wasn't that great. But I don't know, just kind of interesting to like change your mindset about emotions.
Yeah.
Something that's been, and then now looking at like the biblical counseling and looking at all of emotions a little bit differently has been really interesting. And that's kind of what made me want to pursue more of like the biblical counseling,
Hmm.
is because of the whole like just pursuing a different view of emotions and things like that, and looking at it differently than the way that I've always looked at it. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I think, and we've talked about it before, that we think that everybody else is thinking about us all the time,
Yeah,
and really they're just thinking about themselves most of the time. So everybody puts so much pressure on themselves, and really nobody else cares. On a lot of things that,
yeah,
you know, what that your shoes untied or your collar's crooked or whatever. It's nobody. No, people don't, even if they notice, they don't care. For the most part, they're worried about all their personal stuff more than they're worried about your personal stuff. And we get all wrapped up and put a lot of energy into worrying about what other people think and other people don't think
exactly.
about us.
Like, I feel like a great example, and this is something I've only, and I don't know, let me know if you agree with this, but I feel like there's something about an airport that it feels like everyone's trying to be like as blase, nonchalant, I've done this a million times as possible.
Mm,
And it's either that or they're like super rushed and super excited or super anxious. Like it's like either like really extreme emotions or like, oh, I'm unbelievably chill and relaxed.
right.
And I'm not sure. It's just something I like as I was observing everybody at the airport. It's either like super go, 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 or it's like, oh, I've done this a billion times. I'm so like relaxed.
Right.
And so
That's
I don't
me.
know if that's
That's me at the airport. Relax, chill, sitting there in the chairs,
pacing.
sitting there in the chairs,
Dad doesn't like
reading a
waiting.
book.
He was making me anxious at the airport. He was just like pacing back and forth. I was like, Dad, we have like 15 minutes. Sit down or like stand in one place. It's fine. Like, you're fine.
Got things to do. Things to do. Yeah. I
That's,
don't
you
know.
bring things to do to the
I don't.
airport.
I can't believe we're going to be there very soon.
I know. I'm so excited. And I knew this would happen as soon as I got here. I'm like, oh, I'm so excited for everybody to come.
Yeah.
Cannot wait to have everybody come visit us.
So how
It's
long
gonna be
till
great.
Katie comes? You said very soon. So
Katie comes in
like
like
2 weeks.
2 weeks, like three
Wow.
weeks. This week, next week, she comes the week after. So 2.5.
So
Really,
what
two in
you
one
know what
day.
I just realized the other day.
What?
Um, I don't know how we're gonna pack all the weights. The weights. I can't go 3 weeks without working out.
Oh, I've been wondering when you were going to figure out this whole
This
thing.
gonna, this might break me. I don't know if I could. No.
So, my suggestion is that you bring bands and that you put together, maybe with Evan, like a 20, 30-minute thing that you can do like every day to just help keep up
Yeah.
your, just the movement part of it. You're going to be doing a lot of walking,
Yeah.
especially Paris. We're
Yeah.
probably going to be walking like 10 miles a day.
That's fine.
That's not exaggerating. So, but and I was thinking, I'm pretty sure this gym you could come to. So we're going and visiting a gym like right after this. And we're it's the one that we think we're gonna sign up with. And we're just gonna do like a free trial kind of thing today. And I'm pretty sure that you could come with. Um, but that's only like one time out of the whole time you're here.
Yeah. No,
Maybe
we.
two. We could maybe do like two. But more than that, you don't really have time.
Yeah, I know it. I don't know. I just think about that. I'm like, that's not just like a week. It's like a long time.
It's a long time. You guys are here for a while.
I don't know. I might have to cancel my trip. I don't know if I can be without Evan for that long. I don't know.
This is really about Evan. Which, by the way, your Instagram story. Are
Yeah,
you trying to be Evan?
it,
Did
it
Evan
was
coach you on
it
how to
was
post an Instagram story with music
it was a
over
Facebook.
it?
It was a Facebook story.
Oh, it posted on your Instagram too.
Oh, did it too? Oh, interesting. I did not put it on Instagram. It did it itself.
It's connected.
Ah, that's funny.
It was very cool. It was very, very cool. But I also found it absolutely hilarious. There's this like motivational, like, boom, 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 na, 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 I can lift. Yeah, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Like over it. And it's just like one of Evan's stories that you've showed me. But it's you doing it. Except for the fact that, like, in Evan's, it almost looks like he puts like a darker filter over it. So it looks
Yeah,
really like
I didn't
moody.
filter. I didn't put any
Um,
filters or anything on it.
that would have been like the cherry on the cake.
The black. I should have gone. I should have gone film noir. Gone black and white.
Oh my goodness, that would have been so funny.
Next one. Next
Oh, there's any more?
one. Mostly of just me flexing.
Oh, great. Yeah. 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 Got it. I'm excited for like my fitness journey.
Yeah.
So I
Did you go to one gym already?
so we've toured two gyms.
Oh, okay.
One of them is a little farther away. I could bus there in like
Mm-hmm.
10, 12 minutes. Um, but I'm not loving the location. It is in like a grocery store area, which is kind of
Oh, okay.
cool, but it's very cramped.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I'd be like working out on top of somebody else, basically. Except for everything looks very new, very clean. The other place is like the exact opposite. Everything, I maybe one morning when it's really like not that busy or something,
Mm-hmm.
I'll like send a video of me walking through the gym because it is the most like all over the place that I've ever been to. They do keep all the machines like in sections, which is really nice. So it's like all the leg stuff in one section,
Oh, nice.
all the arm stuff in one section. So that's nice. But it's like lots of stairs. He told us he's like, you get like a little bit of a workout, just like going on your workout. Um, so you like walk in, there's a little like sitting area, and then there's lockers, and it's combo bath lockers,
Mm.
but there's like rooms for you to change into and rooms for you to like shower, and those are
Okay.
like locked, like actual, you know, rooms. And then there's then you walk in, and I think you walk up like a few stairs, and then there's all the cardio, and it's like a long strip room of like cardio. Along that room, there's a big classroom, so they have classes that are like included in the membership. I'm kind of sad because there's two like girl power classes, like girly classes,
Yeah.
and but they're both on Sunday mornings while we
Oh.
have church.
Oh.
So I probably won't be doing those. And then there are kickboxing classes and boxing classes.
Wow.
There's like a cross fitness class, but it's not CrossFit. It's
Mm-hmm.
more of like a hit class from
Right.
how he described it. And I might go to that one. I'm a little nervous about going to a class that's all in French though. So we'll see. But it's like the only class I could go to every week. And I think that would be kind of fun. So I might.
You'd be fine because they they demonstrate everything.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
hoping.
Yeah, they'll demonstrate everything,
So
and so you're just following along. It's like doing a dance. You're just following along.
that's
So
kind of what
you'll
I'm
be, and
hoping.
then you'll pick up the words.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing is it's just like new vocabulary for me to learn.
Yeah. No, you'd be fine.
But then it gets weirder. So then you like go downstairs and or no, then there's like another like slightly up like 5 stairs, and there's like a little room for legs. And then you go like down a few stairs into like what feels like a basement, like everything's cement and everything. The machines are all really old. It smells like sweat. Like, and then there's like two big squat things, and then you go up into like this little area that's like hidden almost, and there's like a few arm machines, and then you go in through like another room and there's more arm machines, and then you go up and there's like more. It's just like a weird setup.
Wow.
But it's nice because everything is pretty spread out.
Hmm.
It's it seems like it might have like kind of a family feel to it, not like family as in there's lots of different ages. I think it's mainly going to be young adults,
Okay.
um, to like 30s, maybe like 40. Um, but I don't know. It's an interesting gym. It's definitely looks like a little sketchy. So I'm that's what we're going today to figure out is if the machines work well. But it has like a really good atmosphere. Everybody's super nice.
Now this one you bus to?
No, so this is one that we can walk to, and
This
it's
is
a
the walk to.
ten-minute walk away.
Oh, okay.
So nice, just 10 minutes. So it'd be like our warm up, and
Yeah.
we go in, we stretch, and we get started. So we're gonna try it today. We really like it. Actually, it's quite odd, but
Yeah.
we really like it, especially compared to the other one because it's so cramped. And
Yeah.
I don't think I'd feel comfortable working out being so cramped.
Feels clean though.
Um, that's my one thing is I'm not sure how clean it actually is gonna feel. So I think it's definitely gonna be a place where I'm gonna want to clean the machines before and after.
Hmm.
Um, I don't think it doesn't feel like dirty. Like I
Hmm.
didn't walk in there and go, "Wow, this place is dirty."
Hmm.
But like it does like smell like sweat, and it's like all the cement,
Hmm.
and the machines are old.
Okay.
That's the big thing. It's like the machines, like the seats are like a little torn. Everything's very worn.
Does it have
So
the does it have free weights? You said it had a squat machine
yes,
and barbells,
I th-
dumbbells.
yes, but I didn't see a place to do deadlifts.
Hmm.
Weirdly enough, but I'm kind of wondering if it's like I have an idea of where it might be. We didn't
Hmm.
go fully into that room. Like I'm wondering if I just didn't see it.
Right.
Um, but like that's the one thing. But neither place had deadlift.
Hmm.
Like the other one didn't either.
Interesting.
But yeah, it has free weights. It has plenty of like it has an area where you can like stretch. And then you can use the classroom, which is like fully empty, which is really nice.
Okay.
Um, as long as there's not classes.
Right.
And yeah, I think it seems really nice, but we're going to go in today and see. And then it's only like 34, 36 euros for both Hugo and I.
Oh, cool. Wow.
Because we would be like a duo pair. And for a duo membership, it's, yeah, we have to
Wow.
like prove our marriage and stuff though. I think. I think we have to turn in our family book, but we're not sure yet.
Oh. Okay.
So,
Well, that's cool. That's cool.
yeah.
But you're getting settled in. Did you get a baguette?
Yes, but I'm a little disappointed. Our go-to baguette place
Yeah.
has as they're not that as good. They've changed their
Oh.
recipe. And then the place across the street has better baguettes, but we weren't sure if it was a one-time thing or not.
Okay. Well,
So,
that'd
we're
be convenient.
it would be convenient. Um, but I kind of liked the other place. Like they were nice, but I don't know what happened.
Hmm.
So, because they aren't like as good still. So, I don't know. We'll
Okay.
see. I'll keep you guys updated.
Yeah.
Very, you know,
Very important.
very
Gotta have the
interesting, very
baguettes.
important. I know.
Okay.
So,
All righty. Well, I think I am going to need to
yeah, you got to
sign
go off
off.
to your gym. Go see
I'm
your
gonna go.
favorite guy, Evan.
Gonna go see Evan, and we'll see. We'll see what happens today. I'm still a little sore from Sunday's workout, so see what
Yeah, you
happens.
did a lot on Sunday.
Yeah, I, I had one. I had one big lift. I had it. Yeah, it was weird. I did that. I did the um. What was it? 355. I think it's 355,
Yeah,
and I did it four
5 times.
times. Four
Oh, four
times.
times.
Went to 4 times, and then I was done. I couldn't. I couldn't lift again. I went to lift
Well,
it again,
what were
and
you
it was like,
doing? What were you doing before 355?
um, I think I did
What weight?
330, something like that.
Okay, so that's a pretty big
335.
increase.
Yeah, but I did that, and then I went to pick it up, and they're like, "Nope." And so I took 10 pounds off, and nope. And I went back to 335 and went, nope. And I'm like, okay, I'm done deadlifting today.
I guess
We're gonna move
so.
on to something else. So,
I
um,
really want to work on my deadlift. I'm kind of sad I only got to do it once before I left. So I'm really hoping this place has a place to deadlift.
yeah. Well, if they've got bars, if they've got squat racks, then you,
Y-
if
yeah,
it's
the
not a
thing is,
Smith
I'm not
machine,
with, they don't have not to my knowledge. I didn't see a Smith machine.
yeah. So if they
And
have squat racks,
yeah, I,
then you
I,
can.
it'd have to be really empty for me to take out the bar in the squat rack.
Um,
It's kind of in a weird place.
so
It's
you
like
should,
in the walkway for all the other upper body
right? Well,
stuff.
you can do it. You can do it inside the squat rack.
Oh yeah. Oh, I guess that's true.
Yeah. You just take out the safeties, so that the
I
bar all the
forget.
way
I
on the
forget you
ground.
can take out the safeties. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Okay.
then so it may have different safeties than what you saw at Pursuit,
Yeah.
but yeah, you can just put it all the way down on the ground and or lower the safeties and set it on the safeties all the way. Um, so that's one thing. Like for older guys, they'll do the deadlift at a little higher level, so you're not going down quite so deep.
That makes
Um,
sense. Yeah.
but but yeah. So anyway, well, cool. Well, we'll we'll wrap this up. We'll hopefully be back
Yeah.
next Tuesday, this
Yep.
coming Tuesday, one more week, and we'll check in on you and see how you're doing. All right,
Yep.
let's play the outro.
Cool.